The domestic landscape is far more than a collection of rooms and furniture to the feline mind. It is a meticulously mapped kingdom of thermal currents, elevated vantage points, and territorial boundaries. Within this kingdom, the cat reigns as a sophisticated house philosopher, observing the movements of the human occupants with a level of scrutiny that borders on the clinical. Most observers assume that a cat's affection is a random byproduct of consistent feeding, but in the realm of feline evolutionary biology, true devotion is a rare and expensive currency that they do not afford just anyone. To be the chosen one is to be granted access to an inner circle that transcends the simple roles of provider and pet. This selection process is subtle, often masked by behaviors that the untrained eye might mistake for distance, rudeness, or mere feline eccentricity. However, once the veil is lifted, the realization that you have been hand-selected by an apex predator for an intimate bond changes the very fabric of the relationship. It is a realization that carries a certain weight, especially when considering the fifth and most profound behavior, one that many owners only recognize as a pinnacle of trust after the moment has already passed. The first and perhaps most enigmatic sign of this elite status is the feline trust fall, specifically when your cat settles beside you and intentionally turns their back. To a human, turning one's back is often a gesture of dismissal or coldness. Yet in the predatory world of the cat, it is the ultimate expression of security. The spine, the back of the neck, and the internal organs are a cat's most vulnerable anatomical points, the primary targets for any predator in the wild. When a cat positions itself within touching distance and stares away into the room, it is executing a massive trust signal. They are effectively declaring that they do not need to keep you within their visual field because they have deemed you incapable of harm. In this silent posture, they are entrusting you with their life, using your presence as a biological shield that allows them to focus their senses on the rest of the environment. This sense of security transitions seamlessly into the second behavior, the selection of a sleeping site. For a creature whose ancestors survived by remaining hyper-aware of their surroundings, sleep is a state of profound danger. When your cat chooses to compress their body against your chest, legs, or side, they are not merely seeking a soft surface. They are seeking a secure spot where your steady heartbeat and rhythmic breathing act as a biological metronome of safety. If you find your cat repeatedly choosing your body as their preferred resting place, you have become their moving safe zone. They have effectively mapped your physical form as the safest territory in their entire world. This level of devotion is further confirmed when they stretch out in your presence, exposing their belly, a posture they would never risk near an individual they did not completely trust. By allowing their muscles to go soft and their eyes to close in your presence, they are acknowledging that you are the anchor of their domestic sanctuary. The third hallmark of feline selection shifts from passive trust to active participation through the biological ritual of allogrooming. To the casual observer, a cat licking your hand, hair, or face may seem like a quirky display of grooming, but in feline society, this behavior is a sacred currency reserved exclusively for the inner circle, such as mothers with their kittens or closely bonded littermates. This act, often characterized by the rough, sandpaper texture of the tongue, is less about hygiene and more about the sophisticated blending of scents. When your cat grooms you, they are effectively performing a communal biotagging ritual that merges your unique scent with theirs, creating a collective identity that says, "You are part of my group." This behavior serves as a biological stress reducer for the cat, as they tap into a nurturing instinct from their earliest days of kittenhood to offer you the same care they would give to a loved one. By tasting your skin and hair, they are not just connecting with you. They are claiming you as their own family, a gesture they would never waste on a stranger. Building upon this scent-based intimacy is the fourth behavior, the deliberate marking of your body with pheromones. Cats are equipped with specialized scent glands located in their cheeks, foreheads, and mouths, which they use to map their environment and establish ownership. When your house philosopher engages in headbutts, cheek rubs, or weaves through your legs, they are painting you with a complex chemical signature. In the language of the feline, scent is a three-in-one declaration of ownership, familiarity, and safety. They do not invest this biological resource in humans they view with indifference. Instead, they save this marking for those they intend to keep in their world for the long term. By saturating you with their pheromones, they are publicly declaring to the unseen world that you are included in the sacred circle of their territory. This is not a mere display of affection. It is a strategic integration of your existence into their personal safe zone. This devotion often extends into the night, manifesting as a form of midnight security. While you are in your most vulnerable state of deep sleep, your cat often assumes the role of a sentinel. Research into feline behavior suggests that cats are capable of sensing a human's heartbeat from several feet away, allowing them to monitor your physical state while they remain in a state of micro-wakefulness. By positioning themselves at the foot of your bed or near your head, they are acting as a biological guardian. They synchronize their rest with your sleep cycles, ensuring that at least one member of the pride remains alert to environmental shifts. This sentinel behavior is a testament to their role as the apex predator of the home, where their superior senses, ranging from high-frequency hearing to specialized whisker sensitivity, are deployed to protect the person they have deemed their most important companion. If your cat chooses to stand guard while you sleep, it is because they have accepted the responsibility of your safety, seeing themselves as the protector of the person who anchors their confusing world of noises and changes. This silent duty is a profound bridge between their wild instincts and their domestic bond, proving that you are not just a source of food, but a vital member of their social structure. The final, and perhaps most misunderstood signal of the inner circle is behavior 5, the delivery of the hunter's bounty. Whether it is a dead insect, a toy mouse carefully deposited on your pillow, or the jarring sight of a lizard on the rug, these gifts are often met with human revulsion. However, within the ancestral logic of the cat, this is an act of supreme competence and sharing. In the wild, mother cats bring prey to their kittens to teach them how to survive, transitioning from dead prey to injured prey as the bond strengthens. When your cat presents you with a prize, they are not attempting to annoy or frighten you. They are performing a ritual reserved for those they perceive as family. They are sharing a resource, demonstrating their prowess as a predator, and essentially providing for you as a vital member of their pride. It is a proud moment of inclusion, a feline declaration that says, "I have thought of you, and I have brought this for us." This complex tapestry of behaviors, from the silent trust of a turned back to the scratchy intimacy of a grooming session, highlights a profound truth. Cats do not waste these gestures. They do not sleep on just anyone, and they certainly do not offer their most vulnerable anatomical parts to those they do not fully trust. If you experience these signs regularly, you have transitioned from being a mere provider of sustenance to being their anchor in a world full of unpredictable noises and changes. You have become their safe place. Many owners only realize the gravity of these quiet signals after the frequency of the behavior fades with age, or when a cat passes, leaving behind the realization that they were, for a time, the center of an apex predator's universe. As we observe these tiny sentinels of the home, it becomes clear that the bond between a human and a chosen cat is one of the most sophisticated cross-species relationships in existence. It is a partnership built on a foundation of evolutionary biology and a fragile, yet incredibly devoted heart. Your cat's love isn't loud or demanding. It is a series of quiet, consistent choices to trust you in a world where trust is the most expensive commodity they own. To be chosen by a cat is to be recognized as a partner, a protector, and a soul worthy of their wild, unyielding loyalty. If you have felt the weight of a cat sleeping on your chest or the scratch of a sandpaper tongue, know that you are truly special. Please like this video and subscribe to Cute Cat Class. Share your story in the comments. Which of these 5 behaviors does your cat do for you? Let us know how you discovered you were the chosen one.